stop that. Enrique Trevino, how you doing? Thank you, boss. You're moving around. I hate it when you do that. Ugh. Sorry. I had a minor earthquake. Utah Mike. Hey, appreciate you. Please leave a like to support the channel. I appreciate you coming by. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, boss has got a fairly large channel, 12.9K. Makes me look extremely small. Here is a standard moderator for you. The Blue Wrench. Holly Ivans. Going to start watching this live stream in front of a mirror to cancel out the reversed image. I'm sorry. Hello, Holly. How are you doing this evening? Three in the house, 5 likes, 6 likes, 4 in the house. Trying to keep track. I did not do a live stream yesterday. My wife had issues that she needed addressed. We now have new chickens. She got some that were 4 months old. And they're Turkins. I don't know if you've heard of a Turkin. They're a crossbreed between a turkey and a chicken. Turkins. They've got those big turkey necks. They look sort of like, they're diseased, but that's the way they look. They look sort of evil. My daughter said, "You have dinosaur chickens." So it is what it is. Homemade mac and cheese and meatloaf. I like the meatloaf. I'm okay with mac and cheese. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Appreciate everybody coming in. 4 in the house, 7 likes. Uncle Al, Utah Mike said he was only going to come in briefly to say hello, so maybe he's already took off. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. I'm comfortable. I got out of my clothes. My white dress shirt is in the laundry basket, as is my pants. I'm wearing some just comfortable shorts. Hope everybody's having a good day. It has been wet here. Very wet. Wet, wet, and in the 60s. So, lots of stuff in the news. You either love the new administration or you hate the new administration. Majority love the new administration. That's how they got elected. Joseph Moore going through confirmation hearings right now. The left is hating on John Fetterman for cooperating with Trump. He seems to be the reasonable voice in the Democratic Party right now, and he's willing to work with them. That's one. The rhinos have identified themselves voting against some of Trump's picks, or at least one of them that I know of. Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, Susan Collins, Murkowski in Alaska, and Mitch McConnell voted against him. So McConnell needs to retire. He is past 80. He's having all sorts of brain freezes. I'm equating him somewhat like Joe Biden. They lead him around by the hand when he's not having a good day. Little Lone Prepper, hello. And Joseph Moore, how are you doing? Are you doing well this evening, young man? I hadn't heard from Myra as to her having gotten her package, but she should have got her package yesterday. I hope that she got it at least by today. And it could be that the reason she hadn't got it, if she hasn't got it, is it's a P.O. box. So it could be she just didn't go to the post office. But I hope to hear from her perhaps this evening on the live stream to see, did she get her box? I've got the components for the next box. I just need to put it together. I've been saying I was going to do a Coffee Talk News. I hadn't done it. I've been saying I was going to get the next box out for Devil Dog Prepper. I have not done it. I didn't do a live stream yesterday because of the wife's chicken situation, but she got her chickens today. We got them in a temporary kennel, and I've got somebody who's going to come over and repair and do some upgrades on the chicken coop. So a young man's going to come over Saturday, and we'll get the materials that we need, and we'll do some repairs and do some replacement, and we'll be good to go. The chickens that my wife got, I'll see about posting a picture on my community wall. They are a crossbreed, very rare breed. They're a cross between a turkey and a chicken. They call them Turkins, and they are they produce very good eggs, large eggs, and You should get an egg every couple of days from them. So like they don't produce every day, but they produce like every other day. So it takes about 2 days to produce an egg. Should be fairly large eggs, and they start producing at 6 months as opposed to 9 months with regular chickens. So they're 4 months old right now. So within a couple of months, we should be getting eggs. We do have chickens that are giving us eggs, brown eggs, and we're getting eggs. So, I marked myself. Six in the house, 9 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Idaho Garden Girl, hello. Thank you for coming. I do need to do a few things. I've got a tree I need to take down. The wife wants me to take down a pecan tree in the back. I said, no. She feels it's an impediment to a trailer coming through. I said, no. No, I do not want to do that. They are a rare breed, a cross between a turkey and a chicken. They call them Turkins. And if you were to Google them, they're very ugly. My daughter says they look like dinosaurs, or they look like they're sick. They got big necks like turkeys. They got long necks like turkeys. KP Heathen, my friend, welcome. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Apparently, the breed originally comes from Russia. So I was telling my wife, oh, so we have communist chickens. Yep, long naked neck, bred in Transylvania. Well, I've heard Transylvania too. They could be vampire chickens. But, yep, long naked necks. Buying space. Hello, Myra. Did you get your box? Please leave a like to support the channel. Yeah, they may be commies. Not yet. Well, dang, they're due in on Tuesday. Had you been by the post office? I was saying that it might be you just hadn't been to the post office if you didn't get it yet. But then again, you know how the postal service works. So we have 8 in the house and 11 likes. I've been thinking about videos to make. I've been talking about videos to make. I just hadn't done it. I have been releasing 2 or 3 shorts a day. Some of them I'm not happy with their numbers, So it is what it is. But I do plan on releasing another I guess I'll do Coffee Talk News number 4. I hadn't done one for this week, and I'm trying to do at least one a week. And then I do have another box I need to put together for Devil Dog Prepper. Wood burning, that sounds good. Yeah, I really need to do a couple of videos that are geared towards, well, how do you boil water? Well, let's take one of these little stoves, or maybe I'll do one with each one. The one that burns the tabs and the one that burns the sterno. And maybe I'll just do a video of, of boiling water and make some coffee, or a hot tea. Been a while since I've done one of those. That'd be a nice little video. Just edit it. It takes about 15 minutes, so show how I get it started and then cut over to when it's boiling so I can go ahead and do my voodoo. That'll be a nice little video. So people have asked me, somebody was asking me, well, I don't want to burn my countertop. Okay, well, have a cutting board. Sit your little stove on a cutting board. Put something underneath it, and it will not affect your countertop. And the sterno, no problem. Sterno can't heat, no problem using it inside. You're not going to have any awful smells. The tabs do not smell good, so I would basically reserve using those for outside, on your back porch, on your front porch. You go camping or whatever, or you go out to the park, sit it on the bench, and you should be good to go. Melinda Elliott, hello Melinda Elliott, thank you for coming. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Melinda Elliott is in the house. Set it on a cookie sheet. Yeah, you can certainly do that. Kaylee Boo. Hello, Kaylee Boo. Thank you all for coming. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Seven in the house, 13 likes. Trump has been trying to keep his promises. He appointed a special prosecutor to investigate January the 6th, the voodoo involved with that. He has been, those 51 intelligence operatives that signed that document stating that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation. He pulled all of their security credentials. He also pulled some security details. Mike Pompeo, his Secretary of State, he pulled his security clearance and his security detail. He did that with several people. I mean, he's doing what he said he was going to do. He has deployed about 10,000 troops along the border, Marines, Army, National Guard. Texas has asked for reimbursement of the $11 billion they have spent trying to secure the border. Texas is building wall. They've got several places along the border they're building wall. They're using the materials that Trump had paid for, the Trump administration had paid for, that they had not used. A couple hundred miles worth of materials. Biden was trying to sell them off pennies on the dollar. And Texas had bought a bunch of them. They went to court to keep the Biden administration from selling materials and giving them away. So they are working on the border wall. It is costing about $25 million a mile, and a crew is able to build about half a mile a week. So it takes about 2 weeks to build a mile. And they're sinking them, concrete, digging holes, trenching, reinforcing it, metal. They're using 32-foot steel ballards. I guess it's possible to try to scale it or find a ladder that'll get you pretty well up it. Then they throw over a rope that you can, and I guess somebody's fairly athletic with a strong constitution could probably make it. But it's going to shut down most people. And, they're watching the border. So chances are somebody tries to get over it. It's going to take them a little while, and somebody will show up to deal with them, hopefully. It's like that. Israel, they've got a wall around the entire country. And in a period of a year, they have a handful of incidents. Like lots of places, their wall, very tall, concrete. You're not gonna get over their wall in very many places. And they patrol the wall. Israel's not near as big, but they've got, and it's also for security as far as defense. Some terrorist decides they want to come along and try to throw a grenade or, try to bring an IED or whatever. Not going to get over that wall. Lots of places they've got people walking it, and they're not afraid to shoot a terrorist. I was looking on clips. Poland's not playing with them. You got these Muslims trying to come across the border. They're not playing with them. Apparently there have been some shooting incidents where Polish security has shot some people trying to violate the border. A lot of the European countries are fed up with the Muslims and with the jihadis and with all the stuff, and they're starting to do deportations. Anybody with criminal, committing crimes, criminal records, they're deporting them. That's not to say that they're deporting everybody of Muslim faith, but what I'm saying is that if they're criminal, if they're causing grief, they're running them out. They're getting rid of them. And that's basically what Trump has started doing. He has been going after the criminals. They're going after the criminals. They're going after the gang members. Thank you, Uncle Al. Please hit the like button. Helps the live stream. Eight in the house, 14 likes. My conscience tells me to be careful. So, are you ready for more winter? I hope you got plenty of warm clothes. Hope you got a functional heater. If the power goes out, hope you've got a wood burning fireplace. Hope you've got a couple of buddy heaters. Something that'll run on propane or butane. You know, even if you're just using sterno and canned heat, you open up a couple of those canned heats that burn for like 6 hours. If you put it, you got a smaller bedroom, or just a regular bedroom, you put them in there, you light them, it'll keep it up above freezing. Yep, Holly, I agree with you. Don't like the cold that much. You know, the kids had a couple of days off, extra days off, when we had the inch of snow. So we did have snow. It got down to 22 degrees, and we did have snow. And it actually, it took over 24 hours for the snow to melt. Places where it piled up, you still had some snow. The roads, they pretty much cleared up fairly fast. Temperature went up and it melted. No, they don't last that long. Yeah, they're up over they're up about $6 a bottle. And a bottle will run a buddy heater for about 6 or 7 hours. A 1 pound. So I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, there'll be another one. Yes, the 20 pound tanks, the white ones you'll see, they do the exchanges at Walmart and Tractor Supply and and just about any place, Walgreens, CVS, they do the exchanges. Well, if they heavy freeze, the districts are required to have reserves, and they will basically just use reserve funds until the freeze is lifted. And the state's a rich state. It's got money. It's got reserves. And my electricity went out for 3 hours today from wires down from the wind. Well, I'm sorry about that. I guess you got to use the heater. While that was going on, 14 likes, 7 in the house. I used to think about buying 30-pound tanks. No, I don't want no. I do not want 30-pound tanks. 20 is more than enough. If you go and do an exchange, most places, you'll get about 15 pounds of propane. If you go to like Truck and Tractor, someplace where they will fill up the tank, they'll fill up the tank. They will fill up the tank. They don't do full tanks. Most places you do the exchange. Unless you actually go and have your tank. If you bring a tank in or you have a buy tank and you want them to fill it up, then they'll fill it up. It's a better deal. Warmed up to almost 50. Okey-doke. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds better than freezing. Eight in the house, 13 likes. So I promise to try to get another Coffee Talk news out. Got to be careful what I try to put in it. Want to be accurate. I also want to limit it when I'm doing a 4 or 5 minute news, closer to 4 than 5. You can't really talk that in depth about stuff, and you really can't talk about that many topics. So I have to basically target what I'm doing. What is it I want to talk about? Like the situation out in California. It's not over. They're still experiencing fires. They're still having water issues. It's not a good situation at all. The governor, the mayor, and the city council, God almighty. I don't know what to tell you. They cut the fire budget, they cut the police budget, but they can come up with $50 million to try to fight Trump and his agenda. You see where the priorities are. I don't know. Gavin Newsom was kissing up to him. Belinda's Country Living. Welcome, Belinda. Thank you for coming. Mike Crusher Reviews. Hello, Mike. Thank you for coming. Down to 3 major. Well, that's good. If they're down to 3 major. Uncle Al's the guy to talk to. He lives out there near it. He's monitoring in case he needs to bug out. He's behind enemy lines. 29 confirmed deaths. Yeah. And they got looters. And they don't want to talk about it, but the homeless are the ones starting the fires, it seems. They don't want to talk about that either. Mudslides. Well, they're already talking about rebuilding. They want to make it a socialist paradise. Yeah, losing power is not good. Not good at all. 9 in the House, 16 likes. Not a good situation. Snowpocalypse on the grapevine. Well, I don't know. Tomorrow, I've got to go with my 8th grader over to my former school where I used to be principal. They're doing a tour of the vocational campus. So I'll be going with my student tomorrow morning. We'll be spending the morning over at CTI, my former campus. Well, Trump wanted to freeze spending. He wants to freeze all of our donations that we're putting out, monies that we give to other countries. They're trying to fight him on everything. The liberals, the ACLU, the tree huggers, all the woke, the snowflakes, they're all melting down. And they're going to do whatever they can to try to derail the Trump agenda. I'd like to see them start deporting woke Democrats. Oh, you can't say that. I said it. A lot of these ultra nut leftist media types, they're just spewing hate. They need to, if they don't want to be here, let them go. Give them a free ride to wherever they want to go. Trump has announced everybody's got to go back to work. If you work for the federal government, that's horrible. 58, that's still young. Rainstorms. Well, maybe rain would put out some of those fires. Looters, yes, looters. They've arrested, well, it's been a few days since I had that statistic, but they had arrested about 150 people for looting. And they were saying that out there, the way the law is, they don't really want to prosecute them if the amount was less than $950. If the amount of the value of the property that was looted or that's stolen was less than $950, they don't want to do anything about it. $1,500 arrests. Okay, according to Uncle Al, 1,500. That statistic that I quoted is probably a couple of weeks old, baby. 1,500. And I'm afraid they book them in and they let them go. And they can go and go back to what they were doing. It's like these illegals that they've caught. They catch them, they deport them, they come back. Now, they're saying, you get deported, you come back, we put you in jail for a few years. Might motivate them not to come. Homemade mac and cheese. They have been rounding up criminal illegals. They have been doing sweeps. They have been doing some raids, and they've been getting them. They've been going into some of the sanctuary cities to get them. I'm waiting for one of these sanctuary mayors or one of these sanctuary governors to interfere and for them to get arrested and perp walked. I'd like to see that happen. I would like to see that happen. I'd like to see them pull that scene from Smokey and the Bandit where Jackie Gleason caught these kids and he had them all lined up along this car and he kicked one of them in the butt with his boot and he said, "That's an attention getter." Sometimes I wish for the old days. They used to issue paddles to teachers. They'd issue them a grade book and they'd issue them a paddle. And they would say, use both. And you didn't have to call the parent to beat the kid's ass. Peanut butter crackers. Sounds good. Devil Dog Prepper. How you doing? Ark Wildman Survival. Hello, Ark Wildman. Been a while since I've seen you. I apologize I haven't visited, but thank you for coming. Work is such, I just hadn't done it. Ark's got a good channel. If you're not subscribed to him, I encourage you to give him some love, and he will give you some love. My friend Devil Dog, you're up in the batter's box. You'll be the next one to get a box. I mailed this past Saturday to Buying Space. She should have got it yesterday. She said she hadn't got it yet. It's going to her post office box. When I get a chance, I will get yours prepped up, do a video of it, and get yours out in the mail. I got all the components, just hadn't had a chance. Well, there are people who are afraid. Everybody's saying hello. There are people who are afraid. All right, well, let your horse out. Let those horses run. And thank you for your service. Appreciate it. We have 13 in the house, 18 likes. Yes, consequences. Consequences. Yeah, when Brandon was going out the door, he commuted some sentences to life. There were some folks on federal death row that they hadn't executed, and he did some commutations to life imprisonment. Yeah, I never paddled a female student. I had a friend who was a principal, and he would paddle a female student, but I never paddled a female student. Paddled plenty of males. What I would do is I would get a female coach to do the paddling of females. I'd try to find one that was fairly healthy, looked like she could swing a sword, and I'd get a female coach to do it. When it comes to paddling, you need a Baptist spiritualist. You either need a good Irish nun or priest, like I had when I was in prep school, excuse me, or you need a good Baptist spiritualist. Somebody that can make you call out to the Lord. Or as the black folks would say, beat that ASS. And I mean to tell you, the worst paddlings I've ever seen were when a black father showed up upset with his child, and instead of me paddling the kid, the parent pulled off his belt and beat the SHIT out of that kid in my office. And that parent was swinging for a home run. That belt was hitting, that leather was hitting that kid anywhere from mid-back to probably right above the, right in the calf. Yeah, caning. It'd be nice, a lot of places where the British Empire used to be, they would cane. Like the old joke, the floggings will continue until morale improves. You either have a good attitude or we're going to beat the crap out of you. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. Hello, Mama Four Boys. Thank you for coming. The floggings will continue until morale has improved. $19 in the house, 13 likes. Please, if you would like to support the channel, it will be greatly appreciated. I like that. The floggings will continue until morale has improved. I have a degree in history, and I've read and studied extensively about the evolution and the history of corporal punishment, how they would deal with things. But yeah, they do. At my school today, I'm told they busted 4 kids for vaping. And that's a DAP placement, Discipline Alternative Education Placement. Welcome to Jerusalem Street. Hello, my friends in the Philippines. Everybody, please be friends with Welcome to Jerusalem Street. Please leave a like to support the channel Jerusalem Street. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Everybody, be friendly. We grow together. $20 in the house. Right now, where they're at in the Philippines, they're 13 hours ahead of us. So as we are approaching 8 o'clock in the evening, they're approaching 9 o'clock in the morning. It is already Thursday. I will be over to give y'all some love when I have a little bit of time. Jerusalem Street. A very nice young couple. Very nice young couple. I will send you the tracking number. I hadn't bothered to look, but I'll send you the tracking number, Myra. Gotta find it. Basically pile them up on my roller, my roll top. Blizzards are not good. My friend Uncle Al specializes in calling emergency weather. He will let you know what to expect. He's very good at that. Did you know you got a blizzard coming? Did you know there's a hurricane barreling into where you live? $10, 11 watching, 20 likes. I'm sorry. The postal system isn't worth a poop. They're bad. If you want to hear a horrendous story, Mike Crusher lives in Ohio. I had sent him a box somewhere around the time when they had that real bad accident that really messed up that town. And I think he's somewhere in the neighborhood of that area, because it took him about 3 weeks to get his box. Kept checking the tracking. It said basically when a box leaves Victoria, it goes south to Corpus Christi, and then from Corpus Christi it goes to Dallas, Texas, and then from Dallas it goes off wherever it's going. So once it leaves Texas, good luck. It is what it is, and sometimes it's not good. I will email you that tracking number. Well, I don't know. I don't know that maybe there's a distribution center somewhere around there, Mike. But when you told me that the horse and the Pony Express pulled up and you got to pet the horse, I knew it was a bad situation. Going to warm up a little bit in rain. Then next Thursday it will turn to snow. USPS is so expensive. $200. Yeah, the box I sent, the boxes I'm sending out right now for what's in it, it was $17, and that was 3-day UPS ground. US ground. Ground. It was ground. Yeah, there were some plagues in Egypt. I remember plagues in Egypt. 11 in the house, 20 likes. No, it says 8. It's about 3 minutes to 8. It doesn't need to be reset. I think you've got a mirror image for whatever reason. Yeah, I ship ground. Yep, enter. Yep. Enemy lines. Behind enemy lines. I understand. Yeah, it's a mirror image. I don't know why it's a mirror image, but it's a mirror image. I'm projecting on my iPad 10th generation. So I don't know. I'm sorry. Where is Enrique? He was here earlier. He was the first person to come on tonight. He goes by Cal-El. He also goes by Cal-El, Uncal-El, or something like that. Uncle Al needs more machetes. Yeah, everything is expensive. That's the way of things. Everything's expensive. Unfortunately. 12 in the house, 20 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. A lot of the channels that follow my channel are in Ohio for whatever reason. A lot of the people that come in periodically, they're in Ohio. I mean, they're all over the place, but it seems like there's 5 or 6 of them that are pretty tight with me. They're in Ohio. Take care, Uncle Al. Appreciate you. I hear you. When I get off, I need to eat dinner. 11 in the house, 20 likes. Well, God's country is fine. I'd hope that everything is God's country. Yeah, sometimes you get them, they can't speak English. Good night, Uncle Al. So, no, I hadn't seen your food short. I'll need to look for it. Have you posted anything recently, Mike? I'm going to have to do a little tour of this one. This is the one I tend to buy and give out. This is a Haley Study Bible. Comes in a nice box. This is a simulated leather. It's not leather. I like the golden boss. It's got the Haley Bible Handbook, so it's got lots of pictures. Lots of pictures and maps. It's a combination of the New International Version and the Haley Bible Handbook. They call it the Haley Study Bible. My wife has one. My daughter has one. My son-in-law has one. Still getting used to that son-in-law part. No, it's not a King James Version. It's a New International Version, NIV. The NIV tends to be preferred for scholarly types. If you can't go back to the original Greek and Aramaic, it's a good translation. The Gideons like it. The Southern Baptists like it. They were using that version at Howard Payne 40 years ago when I was taking over 40 years ago, when I was taking classes in theology through Howard Payne. Well, that's good. Well, I will tell you, it's been a long day, and I am tired. I don't know if I will do a post tomorrow or if I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I may do both, but I will try to work on this coming weekend. I'll try to work on another box. Next guy up is Devil Dog Prepper. Thank you for your service. And then I'm going to try to get out another Coffee Talk News, a little short 4 or 5 minute news clip as a video. It'll be Coffee Talk News number 4. Got to really look at what I want to put in it. And I will continue to put out 2 or 3. I'll continue to put out 2 or 3 shorts a day. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment to support the channel. Remember, I plan on doing a 1,900 subscriber giveaway, so if you'd like to be involved with that and have a chance at a box, pretty good odds because there aren't that many people who are participating. Leave a like and supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released when I hit 1,900. And that being said, everybody please have a blessed day. When you get up in the morning, thank God for the day. You don't know how many days you have. They're numbered. If you take medication, take your medication. Drink a nice hot cup of coffee. Say the Lord's Prayer. Contemplate the day. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And be prepared. Everybody have a blessed day now. Thank you. Bye-bye.